Hey, hey, oh my lady, oh, you're my baby, you're my lady, you're my baby, you're my lady. Even though you drive me crazy, oh, you're my baby, you're my lady. I adore your smile because I can see it on our future child. Although you have tons of demands, I love when you sing and dance. When you dance, you put me in a trance that makes me grab your hand and dream of us in a foreign land. When I look into your eyes, I ask the universe how lucky I am to be a guy. You my lady, you my baby, you my lady, you my baby, you my lady. Even though you drive me crazy, I love the way you cook. You definitely have me hooked, especially that mac and cheese that makes me cheese. And let's not forget your greens, it makes me give you all my green. And your chicken sure has me kicking. You are so clever, it has me dreaming of us being together forever and ever. You never say no, just that you got to think about it some more. But all I know is that you are my baby and my lady. You are my baby, you my lady. Oh, you are my lady, you my lady. Oh, you are my lady, you my lady, my lady. You my baby, you my baby, you my baby, you my lady. Even though you drive me crazy, you my baby, you my lady. I adore your smile because I can see it on our future child. Although you have tons of demands, I love when you sing and dance. When you dance, you put me in a trance that makes me grab your hand and dream of us in a foreign land. When I look into your eyes, I ask the universe how lucky I am to be a guy. You my lady, you my baby, you my lady, you my baby, you my lady. Even though you drive me crazy. You are my baby, you are my lady, you are my baby, you are my lady. You my baby, you my baby.
Okay, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Happy, what's today? Thursday? Today Thursday? Damn, this week is going fast. First I want to say this is gonna be a short live. It's definitely gonna be a short live. It's not gonna be one of them lives I say it's short and then it's long. But thank you for being here, just trying to figure it out. I appreciate it. And thank you, Detached, for being here. So let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. Detached says, what a wonderful morning to be a part of Tofu Animal Secretary. Please like, share, subscribe. Yes, please thumbs up the live. It'll be tremendously appreciated if you so choose to. Now let's get into it real quick. So, reason why I got the Tesla emblem up there because Tesla had earnings yesterday, and I really didn't see nothing like that before. I've seen it one other time. I think the other time I saw it was with Nike, but that Tesla when they announced their earnings, the price went up about $14, $15. Then I guess once they got on that earnings call and heard what Elon was saying and what he had planned to do, they that bad boy came all the way down. And you could look at it. I was like, wow. I know a lot of people that got their hopes up high and then it got them crushed. Because I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Like it just go and then boom. So I guess apparently what the two things that he was saying was that full self driving, they're not going to be able to release it at the rate in which they said they were because there's still some safety concerns, and that is true. With that full self driving, I heard some instances of where it drove people almost off the damn highway into a tree. So it's a lot of stuff they got to get straight with that. And then the other thing is, they were going to take 50% of their profit or something and use it towards something they're trying to do. So investors don't like that. They don't like that when you're trying to spend that kind of money, because obviously investors want the money to be spent on them, but they don't like that when you take 50% of the profit and reinvest it in a company like that. So yeah, so that's, I'm sure that's the glimpse of what I was able to see. I'll probably do more research on it, but like I said, it's rare that you see because I think this is one of the first times that they made profit too. Their profit margins were up too, but I guess they said, what's good is a profit margin if you'll take the 50% and then reinvest it into whatever you're gonna do, and then also maybe that timeline for the robot, the Optimus, the humanoid isn't, you know, on track, because there's a lot of stuff he already know that the EV market is dead pretty much, because the U.S. government doesn't allow China to sell EVs in the United States, so that's why he pretty much doesn't have any competition. But also, the market in the European market is suffering too because they don't like some of the things that he said, and then also, like I was saying, there's so much competition in the EV market that he's got to move on to other things, such as like Starlink, the humanoids, energy, solar panels, all that stuff. So I just thought it was just kind of fascinating that if you know what I mean, like people thought they were gonna make some money. It didn't come to find out your heart gets ripped off and they sell off like that. Like I said, it pretty much was like up and it, and I think it still might be falling because of the situation in the Strait of Hormuz. The I just before coming online, I saw that they said the Strait of Hormuz may be closed for 6 months, right? Because you gotta understand, if like if the Iran does not want to open up the Strait of Hormuz, then they don't have to open up the Strait of Hormuz. Now, Trump, I feel this is the card that Trump is going to play, because the Strait of Hormuz affects everybody. It affects all countries. It's just not a United States versus Iran thing. It affects everybody. So I'm gonna tell you what I feel is going to happen. As you're going to see prices go higher and higher. I hate to say it. I was in the grocery store yesterday. I'm like, and I was looking for some candy. I don't look for candy like that. So I ain't had candy in a minute. So I go to the candy aisle. I'm like, damn. Candy was like almost double what I thought the cost of it would be. Now, obviously, I didn't get it. I got something on sale. But I was like, wow. So it's also going into bread. Bread's higher. So it's a lot of this stuff is the Strait of Hormuz is going to cause a lot of prices to go higher. And like I told you, the tankers that were supposed to reach the United States said they were going to be in mid to late April, which we are now, were the last tankers that are going to arrive at the United States that weren't affected by the Strait of Hormuz. So after that, we're going to see some action. Now, going back to what I was saying, I honestly feel that he is going to say this. He's going to say, since the United States is the world leader, we have to step up and be a leader for a regime that's doing something that's wrong, which is intentionally hurting everyone and putting it. Because you got to remember now, we got to start thinking about what's going to happen in the winter months. People need heat. So he's going to say, well, so people won't freeze to death. We have to do what's right, and that is take over Iran and take the oil. That's how I feel this playing out, because Iran is saying they are not going to give in to open up the Strait of Hormuz. And you know what's the main thing Trump has been saying? He wants them to not have a nuclear program. Well, they don't want to agree to that. So either the United States walks away and allows them to keep the straight how they want to do it, or do what it do. So yeah, and I don't think that's going to happen, especially with all this turmoil in American lives and that have been lost, the innocent lives that have been lost over there. So pay attention to that, because I think that is going to be catalyst to start a lot of stuff. And I honestly do predict as we get deeper into these summer months, it's going to be a lot of chaos and mayhem. So yeah, and then Southwest? No, Spirit said they don't know what they're going to do. They might go bankrupt or belly up. And then Trump was like, "Oh, don't worry, we may come in and assist you." So he might start taking over the airline industry. Imagine if the government runs the airline industry. Child, ain't nobody getting on no damn plane. All right, y'all. So, like I said, it's going to be a brief broadcast. So, I got to get into absolutely the news that you cannot use. I don't know what happened yesterday. I don't know if something transpired. I don't know. I got to give you from the point in time in which I left off. Okay. So, What's up, VS? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Happy Thursday to you. Hope you're having a great day. Um, we're gonna take a brief commercial break, and we'll be right back. And I'm gonna get into the mess that you absolutely cannot use. Okay. I know some of y'all love Fame, so we're gonna play Fame because I feel like playing Fame. All right, here we go. We'll be right back.
Fame has him going insane. Fame has him going insane, insane. There is this man who is chasing fame, but the fame has him going insane. He hits the bottle to make himself think he is a rebel. The bottle has him thinking he can revel and meddle with devils. His life is full of strife because he lives for drama that causes pain and creates disdain. Fame has him going insane. Fame has him going insane, insane. He has a dream of being a star. Little does he know he can't handle the burdens of what he sees from afar. The poison in his bottle will keep him from being chosen. There's poison eggs and spew obscenities that offend many. He has no sense of loyalty, even to those who are royalty. He lies and lies to the point we wonder why. He stresses his mama out trying to chase clouds. She yells and screams because she knows his quest for fame is only making him a lame while driving her insane. Fame has him going insane. Fame has him going insane. How would things be? How would things be? How would things be when he realizes the chase for fame has soiled his name, stolen his youth and left him destitute? His future don't seem bright. Hopefully he sees the light before his life goes goodbye. Fame has him going insane. Fame has him going Fame has him going insane. Fame has him going insane.
All right, y'all. So we're back. Thank you. That's Fame, the remix. You can find that out on iTunes under Mike Drumlin if you want to add that to your own personal music collection. Once again, that's the Fame remix. If you go out there and search for it, it's under Mike Drumlin on iTunes or Apple Music. And it's the saxophone. It's the one with the silver glittery saxophone. Okay, so as we were taking a brief commercial break, as I was saying, American Airlines, they had to cut their projections because of fuel costs. So the people who are going to be severely impacted by this situation with the obviously, as we know, with the oil are going to be the airline companies, and that's going to affect your airline travel because what happens if you want to take a trip, you're gonna have to pay more because the cost of oil is more. What's up, Cheryl? Sport Burnett? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Also, it's gonna be paying at the pump. For people who are my members, because I think obviously I know detached the VS. I'll be really put like I told you, I'll be posting more real world news there. So I'll be taking snippets of things that I see there that can benefit you in your real life, and it's going to be pretty much explanatory. So if you want to be in the know, definitely become a member because I will be putting information there that you can find beneficial in all facets of your life. Like there was one talking about rectal cancer, so I got to do my research on that because they were saying that the rectal cancer is becoming more common and common with those who are younger. So I'm curious to know why is it rectal cancer becoming common with more younger people because obviously younger people have a stronger immune system. So why is rectal cancer becoming? Is it the food that we eat? Is it the processed food we eat? Is it everybody running to Starbucks and eating Chipotle with processed foods? So that's something that was curious to me. Also, in case you didn't know, they got rid of and fired the head of the Navy yesterday. So to me, while we in the midst of a war, why in the hell are we firing uh, the Navy leadership? You know what I mean? Is it because they won't do what they say? Or are they not agreeing to the plans that are being put in place? So that's the kind of information that you will find back there. Also, if it pertains to YouTube streets, if I have a salacious opinion, then I may put it back there too. So you never know. So definitely become a member. It's worth the benefits. All right, so let's get into it because I said I'm limited on time. So here we go. Nyca, I'm disappointed. Now I don't know what happened yesterday. I can only go what happened the day before. So I was watching Lemon Live real quick because I peeked in. I don't think there was nothing else going on, so I peeked in over there, and that's when I guess he was going at Sour Patch and Sour Patch. So that's what I told them. I said, "Be careful how you reference your brother," because he was always talking about his brother, his brother, his brother, his brother. So he and Sour Patch was getting in, and going back and forth, and all that other stuff. And Sour Patch said something about his deceased brother. And he said, "Oh no, you got to go. Go ahead with your chalupa looking head and all that other stuff, whatever, blah 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 blah." So I think then Ghetto came up. Now I may be wrong. I don't think it was when Sour Patch and he and Lemon were going back. I think it was when Nyca guy came up there. I know Pizarro was up there. Pizarro was up there, but then I think it may have been when Ghetto was up there. And he and Ghetto, Lemon and Ghetto started coming up there. So Lady Nyca came up there. It's like, come on, y'all. It's too early, it's too late for y'all to be doing this and all that, right? So Pizarro did checks Nika and says, Nika, go on now with all that. Nobody want to hear that. Go on now. Go on. Nobody want to hear that. And I was like, wow. And did you think Nika sat up there and cursed Pizarro out and said, look here, wench. Who you think you talking to? Like she would have done me or anybody else? No. She sat there and just took what the disrespect because it really wasn't Pizarro's place to say that to Nika. If anybody, it would have been Lemon's or Ghetto's place because they were in the middle of the, argument. But for Pizarro to sit up there and tell Nika, come on, go on now. Nobody want no one to hear all that. Go on now. I was like, wow. The epitome of disrespect. And Nika, when you gonna drop your balls and stand up for yourself, girl? People out around here going left and right in the YouTube streets and in this real world, and you gonna let your legacy be that you get punked by some anonymous younger avatar? Boy, I'll tell you, this is the land of hypocrisy. It really is. It is really the land of hypocrisy. It really is. I was just mystified, and I just want to pinpoint that because she get mad at everybody else. I think she went off on Krista. I didn't watch that, but she was going off on Krista. But damn, she got the main person disrespecting her more than Krista right in her motherfucking face. I was like, yes, yeah. So if you saw it, you saw it. Now the other thing I want to talk about briefly before I get ready to go is um Lemon. And all these people who are now flocking back. I'm not a hater. I'm glad Lemon is getting his sobriety under wraps because I think that makes for a better show. I also think the way he be coming at people, you can see is more comical than malicious. And that's the difference between sober limit and drunk limit. When drunk limit is drunk, he really means what he says, and the venom and the viciousness comes off. But when he in his comical mode and he's sober, that is you can tell the energy is not that. And he just they're just bantering back and forth. So I hope he stays on that road since he's the sacrificial lamb of the beef sector and all other sectors. But I'm like, damn, Rodney went over there? Rodney said he would never have nothing to do with Lemon. And I'm surprised. All these people groveling back. You had Sour Patch groveling back. You had that lady Mika groveling back. You had Ghetto God. All these people said they would never, ever, 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 ever go back. I'm now over there front. And that's that. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm just like, wow. Y'all definitely desperate, and y'all definitely needy, and definitely don't trust y'all for your word. These people been cursed out to the high heights, but I guess when you get a second chance, the whole community comes back. So I just found that very interesting. I really did. Thank you, Natasha, for putting the membership link. I appreciate you. We encourage you to become a member because we try to educate you offline and online. Also, Mother's Day is coming up. What's up, Mimi? How you doing? Good to see you. If you want a song made about your mama, feel free to contact me. Either leave a comment under the video. You can contact me on Avatar Nation. I mean, sorry, on IG at Avatar underscore Nation. You can DM me or you can reach out to me under Mike Drumlin. In case you know what the hell he talking about a Mother's Day song. Here's a little snippet, y'all. We can customize the song for your mama, and you can present it to her on Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up. I believe Mother's Day is May 11th. Don't quote me on that, but here you go in case you wanted to know.
Happy Mother Day. Ooh. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Yeah, yeah. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day on your special day. Know that you are number one, and I hope this day is full of fun. It's your day and it's gonna be full of cheer. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day. Ooh. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Keep living life to the fullest, and know you are the coolest. Today is your special day. Enjoy your special day and make sure to have a blast. You are tremendously blessed, so don't stress because God is keeping you blessed.
All right, so that's what I wanted to show y'all for if you want to do that for your Mother's Day. For those whose mothers have passed on, um, you know, I don't mean to, push that in y'all face because I know some people are like, oh, y'all reminded me of my mother. listen, I do apologize. My condolences to your family and for those. I think you should be celebrating your mama, even if your mama did pass on. To be honest, I mean, and I'm gonna do that for every holiday. I mean, well, every holiday that I could do it for a birth. You could do it for a birthday. If you want a birthday song, if you want a graduation song, if you want an anniversary song, feel free to let me know. We can work on the lyrics. I've had some clients. Not for the Mother's Day, but for other stuff that have been very pleased. Been very, very pleased. So, yeah. Oh, Mother's Day is May 10th. Thank you. See, I'm not a mother, so I don't know. I'm just joking, Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl, for letting me know. Cheryl, I have not been watching the playoffs. I have to catch up with what's going on. But I know Wemby got a concussion. Now, I'm saying, okay, hey, concussion is compared. He had a whole damn blood clot last year, so I know a concussion ain't nothing to no blood clot. But either way, it's all serious. Thank you, Darcy Dolls. How you doing? Good to see you. Said I love the music over here. Yeah, well, I try to definitely put some thought into my music. So it's definitely something that I'm trying to grow and foster. So Darcy says my grandmother would have loved that song. Oh well, prayers up to your grandmother. Like I said, and the lyrics are customizable as well as the style. So the style that you heard don't have to be the style that we use for you. I mean, everything's customizable, pretty much, pretty much. But I mean, I'm just be honest. I ain't gonna be making 100,000 versions of the song now, because time is precious, y'all, and it is a very time consuming process. Despite what people may say, all you do is click a button. Oh hell, no, you don't. Not when you work with AI. AI, you gotta. It's like a child. You have to tell it to do certain things to get a certain way. So you're welcome, Darcy. You're welcome. All right, so that's my broadcast. Unfortunately, I'm short on time today, but thank y'all for being an attentive and engaging audience. I do appreciate that. Please thumbs up the live. And if you, like I said, if you want a song made, feel free to reach out to me. You can leave a comment on the video. You can reach out to me on IG or on Insta. I mean, or on Twitter or whatever it's called, X now. Also, if you want to, feel free to send a gesture. $sign Circuit Crowd is tremendously appreciated. Also, if you want to become a member, feel free to do so. I will be posting real world news. Also, when you become a member and you want a song done, you get a 10% discount. So just so y'all know, we look out for our members over here. We're trying to improve our membership game over here. All right, I gotta go. Y'all have a great day. Be the change y'all want to see in the world. Please stay abreast of the news that's going on, because I don't like when the news sneak up on you or me. All right. But with that being said, have a great day. And Nyca, please stand up for yourself. I wish I had that Nyca song, but I don't. All right, but anyway, we're gonna end on "It's a Cold World." I think this is the right one. But y'all have a good day, y'all. Bye, y'all.
World is cold, so cold. The world is cold, so cold. This world is cold. So cold, they have no respect for the old. People don't say please or thank you, because they feel they don't have to respect you. People get a title when they change. They go from being cool to treating you like a fool, because they got a little title that make them think they are the boss of you. The world is cold, so cold. The world is cold, so cold. Billionaires don't think they have enough, so they cut, so they don't lose a buck. Yet they don't care about the people they put on the streets with no heat and no food to eat, and have the nerve to say, thank God that isn't me. But who is their God as they usher in a new technology to compete with the humans in this society? The world is cold, so cold. So cold. The world is cold, so cold. People turn to their vices like drugs. alcohol and sex, because life is getting so complex. They sit up wondering what is next. Will their life become a wreck? There is no more reward for being a loyal employee, as those at the top think you are a dummy for being loyal to a game that rewards disloyalty. Kids question the reason for a college degree when they see AI is taking all the jobs they wanna be. They wonder what they will become, or is their future done? The world is cold, so cold. The world is cold, so cold. The world is cold, so cold. Yeah. The world is cold, so cold.
All right, Darcy. So Darcy, yes, that one is unreleased. So out for you, Darcy. I'll release it today. I did post a link or pinned the link in the chat. That's where my music store is on iTunes. You can get it on Spotify, Amazon, but it hasn't been released yet. So for you, Darcy, I'll release it today. It takes about 2 days to process. So you can definitely check it out on my various platforms. But if you use Apple Music or Amazon Music, it should be there within, what's today, Thursday? Hopefully it'll be there by Friday or Saturday. So just check that out. Darcy, I'll release that for you because I do believe that's unreleased. Yeah, that's unreleased because I checked my songs today. Also, playing it in the car. Yeah, it's got some bass into it. So your subwoofers or your speakers are definitely gonna be shaking. So I'm glad you like that. But I felt like I had to make that song. In case y'all didn't know, the motivation behind making that song was just people were being rude. They don't say please or thank you. They don't respect the old. And people think they're the boss of you because they got a title that says they're a boss, or you know what I mean. So that was pretty much the motivation. And then also, I felt sorry for the kids because what future they got to look forward to if AI is going to take all the jobs? When we were younger, we were like, oh, grow up and be a doctor, grow up and be a programmer or something. But now AI seems to be taking all that. You know, go work in a factory. Some people would say, but that's long. It's gonna be obsolete. So that was the whole motivation behind that song. So Darcy, I'll be releasing that. Processing that because there's a process to get that out there. So I'll start that process for you today. It should be done by hopefully tomorrow. By at least I know at least by Sunday. It don't take that long. So by at least Sunday, check it out. I'm going to put the title of the song is just going to be Cold. That's it, Cold. And it's going to probably have a thumbnail of a cold something. The one I used was a cold globe. So look out for that. It's going to be called Cold. I mean, they've been Cold World. I don't know. But it's definitely going to have cold in it. All right. Wow. They always say I sound like I got a cold. I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all take care. Have a good one. And I appreciate your support. Please thumbs up the live. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture downside, Turnkey Crowd. Have a great day. Talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.